Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of Autocar India's Quick News, your weekly roundup of all the launches, all those big scoops and all the hot news in the world of automobiles. But before we begin, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest videos. Let's start off with a whole bunch of news from Tata Motors, including prices of the newly launched Nexon EV. The Tata Nexon EV gets an ARAl rated range of 312 km from a 30.2 kWh lithium-ion battery pack that powers a 129 horsepower and 245 Nm motor. The Nexon EV does a 0 to 100 km/h sprint in a claimed 9.9 seconds. Available in three variants, the Nexon EV starts at 13,99,000 rupees, making it about 7 lakhs more than an equivalent petrol-powered version. The top-spec XZ Plus Lux variant with a sunroof is priced at 15,99,000 rupees. At the launch of the Nexon EV, Tata Motors announced that it will launch 4 new electric vehicles in India in the next 24 months. This will include 2 SUVs, including an all-electric version of the H2X, a hatchback, most likely the Altroz EV, and a sedan that could be based on Tata's upcoming Honda City and Maruti Ciaz competitor. In other Tata Motors news, the automakers also teased the upcoming Harrier automatic for the first time. The teaser shows an automatic gearbox shifter with a manual mode and drive modes too. The automatic will also come with a new panoramic sunroof and larger 18-inch wheels, and in all likelihood, a new and rather attractive red paint shade. That's a substantial amount of news from Tata Motors, especially leading into the Auto Expo. Let's move on from Tata now to Renault and 2 cars that have been upgraded to BS6, the Triber and the Kwid. Renault launched the BS6 version of the Kwid and the Triber in India this week. Let's have a look at the updated prices of the Triber first. The updated BS6 Triber is now pricier by 29,000 rupees. The base variant is priced at 4,99,000, with the top spec model coming in at 6,78,000 rupees. The Triber uses a BS6 compliant 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol that makes 72 horsepower and 96 Nm of torque. The engine is offered with a sole 5-speed manual gearbox option. Official ARAl fuel economy figures for the BS6 Triber have not been revealed yet. Moving on to the Kwid, the hatchback continues to get the 800cc or 1-litre option with 54 or 68 horsepower respectively, with the latter available with a manual or AMT gearbox. Pricing on the Renault Kwid has been increased by 9,000 rupees across the board, with the base variant now priced at 2,92,000 rupees and the top spec priced at 5,01,000 rupees ex-showroom. And those aren't the only BS6 launches this week. Maruti has upgraded the Alto CNG and the Ciaz to BS6 as well. The Maruti Suzuki Alto is one of the highest selling cars in India, and the CNG variant of the Alto 800 is a very popular option for entry-level car buyers. The Alto CNG BS6 is Maruti's first ever CNG BS6 car and is priced at 4,33,000 for the LXI variant and 4,36,000 rupees for the LXI optional package. Moving on to the Ciaz, the BS6 version of the sedan will only get a petrol engine for now, with prices increasing by up to 22,000 rupees depending on the variants. The Ciaz petrol will continue to use the 1.5-litre 105 horsepower 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine. Prices for the Ciaz now start at 8,31,000 rupees for the base model petrol manual, while the most expensive variant, a top-spec petrol automatic, is priced at 11,09,000 rupees ex-showroom. Maruti has also added a new variant in the Ciaz lineup, the Ciaz S, which is priced at 10,08,000 rupees. The car gets black alloy wheels, black side skirts and a rear bumper cladding, and painted black front bumper accent pieces along with a boot spoiler. The Ciaz S also gets a new red color option. And in other Maruti news, it's bye-bye for the Baleno RS. The automaker has decided to pull the plug on the sportier version of its popular Baleno that comes with a 1-litre turbocharged engine that made 102 horsepower and 150 Nm of torque. The decision to axe the model was attributed to poor overall sales and the fact that the 1-litre engine would have to be upgraded to meet BS6 at a cost. But that's not the end of Maruti Suzuki news for you this week, because we've got a whole bunch more. Here's a quick look at what Maruti Suzuki will display at the upcoming Auto Expo. Maruti Suzuki will showcase 17 cars at their mega stall at the Indian Auto Expo, with new launches including the facelift Brezza with a petrol engine, the petrol-powered Maruti Suzuki S-Cross and a Maruti Suzuki Ignis facelift. The star of the stall though will be Maruti's new concept, the Futuro-e SUV Coupe. Sources suggest that the Futuro-e will be powered by a petrol engine in its production form, but will be electric ready and could also harken the return of the 1.5 diesel engine, albeit in BS6 spec. And in more BS6 upgrades, Honda has now updated the Amaze petrol and diesel to meet the BS6 emission norms. The BS6 Honda Amaze continues to use the same 1.2-litre petrol and 1.5-litre diesel engines as before and has the same power and torque outputs, 90 horsepower and 110 Nm in the petrol manual and CVT, and 100 horsepower and 200 Nm in the diesel manual and 80 horsepower and 160 Nm in the diesel CVT. Fuel economy for the petrol manual has dropped by 0.9 km per litre, while the petrol CVT has seen a drop of 0.7 km per litre. The drop in fuel economy for the diesels is much higher, 2.7 km per litre for the diesel manual and 2.8 for the diesel CVT. Honda has upgraded the 1.5-litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel unit to meet BS6 norms by adding what it calls an NSC or NOx storage catalyst and a diesel particulate filter. And as expected, the prices for the compact sedan have increased. Prices for the petrol-powered Honda Amaze have gone up by up to 17,000 rupees, with the base model now priced at 6,10,000 rupees. The increase in the prices for the diesel though are more substantial, with a price hike of 51,000 rupees, with the most expensive variant priced at 9,96,000 rupees ex-showroom. Let's move on to some luxury car news now. First up, the new Mercedes-Benz GLE. Mercedes-Benz has launched the all-new GLE SUV in India in two diesel engine options, the GLE 300D and the GLE 400D Hip-Hop Edition, which will be a CBU. Prices start at 73,70,000 rupees for the GLE 300D, with the 400D price at a whopping 1.25 crore ex-showroom. The GLE 300D gets a 2-litre diesel engine making 245 horsepower and 500 Nm, while the 400D gets a 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel making 330 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. There is no petrol version on offer just yet. For more information on the GLE, check out our review on our website and on our YouTube channel. And in more Mercedes-Benz news, the automaker will also launch a rather unique version of the V-Class luxury MPV in India called the Marco Polo. Essentially, the V-Class Marco Polo is a luxury camper van designed to be nearly self-sustainable with mini home features including a fully equipped kitchenette, fold-out table, a small wardrobe, a 2-seat couch layout in the rear with a built-in bed. All in all, if you like camping but want to do it immersed in luxury, this is the only way. Now, the first generation Range Rover Evoque was a literal fashion and design icon, and now of course we've got the second generation and Land Rover have just launched it in India. The new Range Rover Evoque has been launched in India with a petrol and diesel, both 2-litre 4-cylinder motors. The petrol comes equipped with a 48-volt mild hybrid system making 249 horsepower, while the diesel, 180 horsepower, are both mated to a 9-speed gearbox with all-wheel drive. Both cars are available in two variants, with the prices for the entry-level S variant pegged at 54,94,000 rupees for both engine options, and the R Dynamic SE variant priced at 59,85,000 rupees for both engine options. You can watch our exclusive first drive of the new Range Rover Evoque on our YouTube channel and read our exclusive review on our website. And keeping with the luxury SUV theme, here's the godfather of all luxury SUVs in the world. It's the Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge that has now officially been announced for India, and it comes with a huge price tag too. If the standard Rolls-Royce Cullinan isn't exclusive enough for you, Rolls-Royce has you covered. Here is the new Cullinan Black Badge, a more expensive, more kitted out and a more powerful special edition of the standard Cullinan. Priced at a cool 8.2 crores, 1.25 more than the standard Cullinan, the Black Badge is now the most expensive SUV in India. Tweaks include a more powerful engine that now makes 600 horsepower and a sportier exhaust system. And of course the silver on black Rolls-Royce logos that denote the Black Badge range. Just like the standard car, the Cullinan Black Badge is infinitely customizable with over 44,000 paint shades on offer. From one extremely expensive car to one that's relatively more affordable, Lamborghini have launched the rear-wheel drive Huracan EVO in India. Let's have a look at some more details. The Lamborghini Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive or RWD is priced at 3 crore 22 lakhs and joins the all-wheel drive EVO Coupe and the Spider in the Huracan range in India. The engine has now been bumped up to make 610 horsepower, 40 more than the original Huracan 570-2, and has a 0 to 100 time of 3.3 seconds with a top speed of 325 km per hour. To differentiate itself from the standard EVO, the rear-wheel drive gets a new front bumper, a new rear diffuser, and weighs 33 kg less than the all-wheel drive version. And that's not the only exotic set of wheels launched in India this week, because Lexus have finally unveiled the price for the LC500. Lexus has launched its two-door Grand Tourer, the LC500h in India at 1,96 lakh rupees ex-showroom. Powering the car is a 3.6-litre V6 petrol engine that puts out 300 horsepower and 348 Nm of torque. It works in conjunction with a 180 horsepower electric motor, giving it a total system output of 354 horsepower sent to the rear wheels via a clever gearbox that combines a 4-speed automatic with a CVT. When used in manual mode, this allows the driver to choose from up to 10 gears. The Lexus LC500h does 0 to 100 km/h in a claimed 4.7 seconds. Lexus also announced that local assembly of the ES luxury sedan has officially commenced in India. The car will continue to get a hybrid powertrain, making a total of 218 horsepower. The ES will now be available in two variants, with the base model a whopping 8,05,000 rupees cheaper than the CBU version, which was only available in one variant. Lexus also announced the BS6 version of the NX SUV for India. The NX is powered by a 155 horsepower 2.5 petrol engine that works alongside with a 143 horsepower electric motor to give a combined output of 197 horsepower. Prices for the NX now start at 54,90,000 rupees, as Lexus has introduced an entry-level variant called Exquisite. The luxury and F-Sport variants are just under 2 lakh rupees more expensive than the BS4 models. And in more BS6 SUV news, Ford will soon replace the 2.2-litre and the 3.2-litre engines in the Endeavour for an all-new 2-litre unit that will make 170 horsepower. And not only will it get a new engine, but also a new gearbox, a new 10-speed automatic. Visually, apart from the updated badges on the fender and a minor update on the headlamps, the Endeavour will stay the same. And continuing with BS6 news, MG has updated the petrol-powered Hector to meet BS6 norms. The engine continues to be the same 1.5-litre turbo unit as before, with 143 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque, mated to a 6-speed manual with or without the mild hybrid 48-volt system or a dual-clutch automatic. Prices for the MG Hector have gone up by 26,000 rupees across the board, with the base model now priced at 12,74,000 rupees ex-showroom. And in more MG news, and this one an Autocar exclusive, MG will also showcase a large sedan at the 2020 Auto Expo alongside its new SUV and MPV concept. Based on the RC6 from SAIC-owned Baojun, the car is a cross between a coupe, an off-roader and a sedan with a ground clearance of nearly 180 mm. Expected to reach showrooms only in 2021, MG is likely to price this car aggressively and load it to the gills with both comfort-oriented features and plenty of tech. For more of this, visit autocarindia.com. Now, BMW might be giving the 2020 Auto Expo a miss, but that doesn't mean that there aren't any new cars coming up soon. The BMW X6 bookings have started at a dealer level and the car should be launched very soon. Expected to be around the 1 crore mark, the new BMW X6 will be one of the first BMW launches in India for 2020. The coupe SUV that forged the segment will be available with both petrol and diesel engines in two variants, X-Line and M Sport. The new X6 petrol will most likely get the M40i spec engine, making 340 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. Now, with the Auto Expo just around the corner, a whole bunch of automakers have unveiled what exactly their lineup for the Auto Expo will be. Hyundai, for example, we know are showcasing the new Creta, the updated and facelifted Tucson and Verna, and now we know that there are a few more cars coming our way. Apart from the range of cars mentioned earlier, Hyundai will also be showcasing some performance-oriented cars at the Auto Expo. First up will be the Grand i10 Nios Turbo, which will get a 1-litre turbocharged engine making 100 horsepower and 172 Nm of torque. The engine, the same as the one found in the recently launched Aura, will be mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox and will get a few visual updates to differentiate it from the standard Grand i10 Nios, like the blacked out grille and turbo badges. Hyundai will also be showcasing the i30N Fastback at the Auto Expo. The rather pretty 4-door coupe features a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine making 275 horsepower and 378 Nm of torque when the overboost is engaged. The car also features an electronic limited slip differential and drive modes. Hyundai is keen on bringing the N Performance brand to India and is expected to introduce it with the i30N Fastback. From Hyundai to Mahindra, let's have a look at what the SUV maker will showcase at the Auto Expo. Mahindra has announced that it will showcase 4 new electric vehicles at the upcoming 2020 Auto Expo, which will include the electric versions of the KUV100, the XUV300, and an electric quadricycle taking on the likes of the Bajaj Qute. The fourth will be an all-electric SUV concept that will preview the next generation XUV500 that is due for a launch later this year with a petrol and diesel engine. But that's not the only concept Mahindra will showcase at this year's Auto Expo. Mahindra will also showcase a high-performance, futuristic electric car called the Funster that gets a 60 kWh battery pack and 4 electric motors, one on each wheel, giving it all-wheel drive. The Funster will get a total output of about 313 horsepower and a 0 to 100 time of under 5 seconds. Stay tuned to Autocar India for more. So that's all the car news wrapped up for this week. Let's move on to two-wheelers and in particular 2 electric scooters that have been launched this week. First up, it's the Ather 450X. The new Ather 450X gets a 3.3 kW continuous or a 6 kW peak motor that makes 26 Nm of torque. This is an increase of nearly 25% over the standard 450. The Ather 450X also accelerates faster to a top speed of 80 km/h and is lighter than the standard 450. The range too has gone up to 70 km, up from 65 in the normal ride mode and 85 km in eco mode. The scooter takes 3 hours and 35 minutes to get to 80% charge and 5 hours and 45 minutes to get to 100% charge from zero. The Ather 450X has been launched with an outright price of 1,49,000 rupees for the Plus variant or 1,59,000 rupees for the Pro version. Alternatively, the scooter can also be bought on a subscription package at a price point of 99,000 rupees and then a subscription fee of 1,699 per month for the Plus or 1,999 per month for the Pro variant. Taking a bite out of the EV pie, TVS has decided to launch its very own electric scooter. It's called the iQube and it will take on the likes of the Bajaj Chetak and of course all those offerings from Ather. Now, a lot of people think this is the first electric scooter to go on sale from TVS, and that isn't true. The first electric TVS scooter was actually way back in 2008 when they launched a variant of the Scooty called the Scooty Teens Electric. It wasn't very popular, of course, but this one is a lot more modern. So let's have a look at the specs and let's have a look at how it is priced. The TVS iQube has been priced at 1,15,000 rupees on road Bengaluru, and powering it is a 4.4 kW electric motor that propels the scooter to a top speed of 78 km/h and a 0 to 40 km/h time of 4.2 seconds and a range of 75 km. The scooter also comes with features like geofencing, remote battery charge status, navigation assist, last spark location, and incoming calls or SMS alerts through a TFT screen and a TVS iQube app. TVS also launched the updated BS6 version of their flagship, the RR310. Priced at 2,40,000 rupees, the bike is now 12,000 rupees more expensive as compared to the BS4 model. The bike also gets a new livery, paint options along with an updated color 5-inch TFT display and Bluetooth. The BS6 Apache RR310 gets a 312.2cc engine that makes 34 horsepower and 27.3 Nm of torque. And that's all the time we have for you this week. As always, do remember to leave your opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll see you next week for a special from the Auto Expo. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.